So a maiden Super Series title going to Fukushima and Hirota. Second consecutive Super Series tournament where the women's doubles has gone to first-time winners. We've got just one more final left, and it's possible that a men's doubles pair playing in their first ever tournament together could win a Super Series final, because Fu Haifeng and Siwei are up against Gideon and Sukamuljo. Gideon and Sukamuljo themselves are trying to make history. No previous men's doubles pair has ever won the first 3 Super Series tournaments of the year. They are trying to do that because they won the first 2, the All England and India, last week. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw was concerned, only 5 different nations at quarter-final stage, 3 Chinese pairs, 2 pairs from Thailand. That was nice to see. 3 seeds in semi-finals representing 3 different nations in the top half of the draw. It was an all-Chinese affair with the 2-time beaten finalists, Chai Biao and Hong Wei. They were in the final back in 2014 and again last year, but they were beaten by this brand new pairing. So it set up a final with the pair very much in form at the moment. Gideon and Sukamuljo going for a 3rd consecutive Super Series title. Well, only 2 pairs in the history of the Super Series have ever won a men's doubles Super Series title in their first ever tournament together. This pair, Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei, are trying to become the 3rd pair to do so.
Their opponents from Indonesia, Fernaldi, Gideon, Sanjaya, Sukamuljo.
Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, and Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo. The All England champions, the India Open champions, and they become the Malaysian Open champions as well. Well, there's 4 other pairs who have won 3 or more consecutive Super Series titles in the men's doubles discipline. Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung, they actually won 4 consecutive and did it twice. Then Lee Yong-dae playing with Jung Jae-sung, Kido and Setiawan did it in 2008, and Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng, the left-hander on court, did it back in 2007. There is the Olympic champion, the 2-time Olympic champion, the only player in history to contest 3 consecutive men's doubles finals at Olympic Games. Zheng Siwei, making his first appearance here, has already won a title, the mixed doubles. He's going for the doubles double, the 20-year-old. They don't have a world ranking because this is their first tournament together. There's only one man who has won the doubles double, and that was Lee Yong-dae, and he did it twice. So can Zheng Siwei add his name to that of Lee Yong-dae? Pushed the full distance in the first round against the 2016 All England champions Ivanov and Sozanov, and again in the semi-final yesterday against the 2-time beaten finalists Chai Biao and Hong Wei. Marcus Fernaldi Gideon turned 26 last month, and until Thursday they were the world number 1s. Next Thursday they'll go back to being world number 1s, so that, as you can see, they're number 2 at the moment. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo born in Banyuwangi in the easternmost end of Java. They were pushed the full distance just once, and that was in the quarter-final by the pair who have become the world #1s this week, Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen. In fact, they were 14-17 down in that second game before winning 7 straight points to close it out, 21-17. And very impressive in their semi-final against the #2 seeds, Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Sonoda.
Ready?
Well, this, of course, must be the first meeting
Ladies
between these
and
two
gentlemen,
pairs, as
on my
Fu
right,
Haifeng and Zhang Siwei have never played a tournament together before.
Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, Indonesia. And on my left, Fu Haifeng and Siwei, China. Siwei to serve to Fernaldi, Gideon. Le ball, play.
So the men's doubles final. Well, if you've watched Gideon and Sukamuljo before, you'll know what an exciting, dynamic young pair they are. Now, we were talking yesterday during their semi-final against Kimura and Sonoda whether you could find anyone quicker on court than the 4 players that were. And the only man that you thought could match them, or maybe even quicker, is the man on the opposite side of the net right now, Zheng Siwei.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that he's not quicker than Kevin Sukamuljo, but very speedy. Anyway.
Service fault called on the Olympic champion.
3-1.
And unlike a lot of other players, Fu Haifeng just goes back, gets ready to receive.
Oh, there's an indication of the speed.
2-3.
And you saw it in the mixed doubles. So the only 2 pairs who have won a Super Series men's doubles title when playing in their first tournament together. Both happened at your home event, Steen, in the Denmark Open. 2012, Shinbek Chol and Yu Young Sung, and then a year later, Yu Young Sung again, but this time playing with Lee Yong-dae.
Yeah, the first one was especially surprising as they were sort of the leftovers from the combination of Lee Yong-dae and Ko Sung-hyun, but ended up winning.
Yeah.
Service over, 3-5.
Good racket skills there by Zheng Siwei.
Well, many people thought that Fu Haifeng had gone into retirement. This is his first tournament of the year.
6-5.
Yeah, broke the strings of his racket with that smash. Well, this is going to be fascinating, isn't it? He's the quickest of them all.
Oh, that's good racket skills from Fu Haifeng.
This is Fu Haifeng's third final here at the Malaysian Open, but he's never won the title. Lost in the final twice with former partner Kai Yun, 2003 and 2005. So will it be third time lucky if he plays like that? It might well be.
He's a legend himself, Fu Haifeng.
Yeah.
2 men's doubles Olympic gold medals with different partners. Service from Fernaldi, Gideon.
Well, it couldn't be closer. There's got to be at least 1 point in it, and that's all there is. Steen, when I was mentioning men's doubles pairs who have won at least 3 consecutive Super Series titles, there's some of the great pairs of the sport since the inception of the Super Series. Lee Yong-dae, Lee Yong-sung, Jung Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae, Marcus Kido, Hendra Setiwan, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng. There's another fault serve. Do you see potentially this Indonesian pair becoming one of the greats of the men's doubles?
Possibly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They won in All England, which is a big hole, considered a little bit slow. And they won in India, which is a very, very windy hole. So
yeah,
in the final here, so it seems like they are sort of sustainable in many different circumstances, whereas a pair like Sechawan and Mohamed Hassan normally played best in holes where there were a little bit windy conditions. There is one thing though that is interesting in my opinion, and that is that they don't have that good head-to-head record against now retired Lee Yong-dae and Yo Young-sung, who has a very, very solid defense. We don't have any pairs right now with a defense like that. So probably we'll see the defense developed a little bit amongst the men's doubles pairs over the next 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, good point. That's a super shot from Sukamuljo. this their 6th Super Series tournament final. They've never lost a final so far. Previous 5 titles.
Remember yesterday when we saw them play against Kamura and Sonoda at the interval? I think they were trading 8-11 in the first game. Then they had this break, had a little talk. What's the clever thing to do against the Japanese pair? Racing off to win the first game and be totally dominant in the second as well. Here, 11-10 at the interval. Now 17-11, 17-12 now.
13-17.
Yes, that's a delightful interception and change of pace.
18-13.
Oh, that's an incredible shot from Gideon. Well, not only the technical skills to play that, but the vision to see that's where the gap was. Oh, it's
Well played.
rising.
Yeah.
Service over.
Second opportunity is converted. 21-14. Opening game to Gideon and Sukamuljo in just 12 minutes. Well, I thought last year when they made their breakthrough, 3 Super Series tournament finals, 3 wins, but now continuing that good form through 2017.
The thing is that when they're playing well, they're not only winning, they're more or less humiliating their opposition.
Yeah.
The only pair who's had some resistance, I actually think they played a really, really good match and had them more or less in the bag, but forgot to close it. That was Li Junhui and Liu Yushen. Made sure that Kevin Sukamuljo wasn't having that great a day, but failed to capitalize on it in the end. Both these two players, Li Junhui and Liu Yushen, very, very strong in the flat game, good in the attack. And that's what's so worrying for the opponents, that this Indonesian pair is not only strong in the attack, they're also very, very strong in the flat game.
Yeah.
So how do you actually take the attack away from them when they're so strong in the flat game? That's really, really difficult, and that's for all the other men's doubles pairs to solve that puzzle.
Second game, love all, play. Service all, 1 love.
Oh my goodness. Oh, tremendous rally. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that.
2 love.
Well, 21 shots isn't a long rally, but it might well be the longest of the match so far.
Well played. Extremely well played by Fu and Zheng Siwei, who is of course the first to have a shot at solving the Indonesian puzzle here.
So that becomes the longest rally. 26 shots. And I think we had 90 shots in the women's doubles.
1-3. Service over 4-1.
I thought initially he was going to try and play a backhand kill. A much better choice in the end.
Service over 5-2.
Great service by Zheng Siwei.
That's well taken. Maybe 33, but he still reads the game and moves very quickly to get in the right position.
Service over 3-8.
What was the fault there? Did it hit Zheng Siwei? Probably did.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure.
So the turn probably hit his back or something like that.
Yeah, it's clever.
Service over 9-3.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there's me been singing his praises, and then through Haifeng just completely mistimed that.
9.
Yeah. That's a good plan, definitely a good plan. If you got someone on your own pair who's better in the flat game than Gideon, then let's play a flat game between these two.
Yeah. it's a handsome lead. 7-point advantage here for the brand new pairing of Fu Haifeng and Chen Siwei. Not much coaching from the Chinese coaching bench.
No, they were pretty certain on what to do, and they've done it well here in the beginning of the second game.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. For play. Service over, 12-5.
Good idea. Yeah. It's a very good idea, lift from Fu Haifeng, the high lift, because they're not so easy to hit, and we discussed it earlier in this tournament that sometimes because it's so fast and furious, you get a little bit scared of the smashes of Kevin Sukamuljo, but he doesn't hit that hard from the baseline.
14-5.
But it requires a lot of your own defense as well. You've got to really rely on it. And what a change of events.
Yeah. 10-point advantage now. Surely going to be treated to a third and deciding game.
Service over, 6-15.
Two different styles in many ways, Fu and Zheng Siwei, but of course the quickness of Zheng Siwei can help Fu Haifeng, who is not as quick as he was when he was younger.
A second time he's completely mistimed his shot for Haifeng, and that's probably a result of not playing so far this year at this, well, any tournaments, any international tournaments. Oh, that's super.
Good control.
10-16.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity from Sukamuljo. Would have been a good smash from Gideon towards the right hip of Chen Siwei.
It's amazing. They hit the net in the service return so many times, and still tumbles over to the opponent's side. Totally unreturnable.
Service over 18-11.
Oh!
Fantastic kill.
Service over 12.
Oh, flying backhand smash across court for an outright winner. Clever.
Service over
2 points away from taking this second game.
12. Service over 13-19.
Game point opportunities to send this the full distance.
14.
Yes, the big high lift. There's been 4 of them you were talking about, and it's landed in.
Yeah.
No, one game all.
Second game won by Haifeng.
Absolute symmetry in the score lines.
71-14.
Games won and lost to 14 points. "26 minutes only for 2 games. So a third and deciding game.
Final game. Love play.
Yeah, well played from the left-handed Ko Haifeng.
1-love.
You know, Steen, in a way, the Indonesian combination remind me a little bit of Ricky and Rexy, in that they can be very explosive, win points apparently at will at times, and then they go off the boil and become a little bit complacent. So the big question mark is, have they got the focus of Ricky and Rexy that they developed, that they could switch it back on again? I don't know with this pair at the moment. Oh, gracious. I'm not sure if we'll see. Yeah. Didn't really see an extraordinary shot from Fu Haifeng.
Thank you. Service over. 1-2.
You mean with Sukamuljo in the role as Rexy Meineke
Yes.
and Gideon playing Ricky Subakia.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily mean playing styles.
No,
I mean,
but the same
sort of
ability
approach.
to
Yeah.
score lots of points in a row.
3-2.
Clever, clever. Fu Haifeng there. It's not allowed Sukamuljo to serve as fast as he wants to.
Service over. 3-4.
Of course, part of the game plan not to let Gideon and Sukamuljo sort of rush away with 5 points in 1 minute's time. Oi, great defense.
Yeah, pure instinctive defense from Fu Haifeng.
But it's also, I mean, we have to remember Fu Haifeng Jiangnan, reigning Olympic champion. He's played with Kai Yun when Lee Yongdae, Jung Jae-sun were at their best, when Asan Sechawan, when Kido and Sechawan were at their best. He's played with the tough guys,
Yeah.
Fu Haifeng, and was the toughest of them all, perhaps.
Service over.
There was a slight slip there as well from Sukamuljo.
I still think back of one of the very best World Championships finals I've ever seen in 2009 in Hyderabad when Fu Haifeng and Chai Yun beat Lee Yongdae and Jung Jae-sung in a three-game match, unforgettable three-game match.
Service over. 5-all.
But we played 32 minutes. That's what the first game in
Women's singles, was it?
women's singles, that was 32 minutes.
Oh, yes.
7-5.
The Indonesians are a little more focused and concentrated here in this deciding game than they were in the second.
Service over. 6-7.
Gracious.
This is a little bit too fast for me. I'll have to wait to comment on it to the replay. Extraordinary. Of course, they also benefit a little bit, Gideon and Sukamuljo, from being a totally new pairing. So the ones they're playing, they have really no idea what kind of shot is it that they normally play. Sometimes I think they don't have either themselves what they normally play, because they choose new ones all the time.
Oh, the luck of the net cord with Sukamuljo. And a 4-point advantage for the number 4 seeds at the change of ends here in the deciding game.
Kualitasnya jangan naik, agak turun. Oke, servisnya agak dorong maju.
Kevin. 11-7, play.
So can the Indonesians keep this going, or will the experience of Haifeng and the speed of his young partner enable them to come back? Well, that's a very, very positive move from Gideon.
I'm amazed that the service judge is not alert to that serve. It's becoming higher and higher from Marcus Gideon, lifting his left arm. It's almost horizontal.
Service over, 8-12.
Yeah, the celebration after the rally from Gideon.
Haifeng tells Zheng Siwei, lift it high, I have no chance of getting back. In a good defensive position.
Service over, 9-14.
Very important couple of rallies coming up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. Service error from Haifeng.
15-10.
That might be the first service error of the match. We've had service faults, but indeed it is. Oh, that's clever.
16-10.
Wonderful.
17-10.
No. Goodness me. Might as well have left it.
Service over. 11-17.
Last chance for Zheng and Fu, I think.
Service over. 18-11.
3 points away from keeping their unbeaten record in Super Series tournament finals, their 6th final. And now just 2 points away from creating history. No men's doubles pair has ever won the first 3 Super Series titles of the year.
Service over. 12-19. Foul.
Match point opportunities.
Service over. 20 match point 12.
Is missed. 6 out of 6. Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. 3 consecutive Super Series titles at the beginning of 2017. 6 Super Series titles out of 6 finals. And for Marcus Fernaldi Gideon, it's 7 out of 7 because he also won the French Super Series in 2013 with Marcus Kido. What an incredible record. Well, there was a mixed doubles pair in 2007 that won the first 3 Super Series of the year. Zheng and Gao Ling. And Lee Chong-wei in 2010 won Korea, Malaysia and All England when those 3 tournaments were the first 3 of the year, but never before has a men's doubles pair achieved this. But Gideon and Sukamuljo, 21-14, 14-21, 21-12 in the deciding game in a match only lasting 41 minutes. Well, it is incredible what they've achieved at the beginning of this year. And they're entered next week in Singapore. Surely, 4 in a row? Is that possible? Of course it's possible.
The wind blows in Singapore. I have them as favourites.
Well, they'll certainly go back to the #1 spot in the world after this week in Kuching. Well, for a first ever tournament together, we've got to hand it to Haifeng and Siwei to get all the way through to the final.
World Federation, President of Badminton Asia and Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Alex Ong, Managing Director of Victor Malaysia, to give away the prizes to the winners.
Men's doubles, Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open 2017, part of MetLife BWF World Superseries Premier. Runners-up, Haifeng, Zheng, Siwei, China.
Well, I hope we see them at future events because they're an exciting pair, a mixture
And the mock
of
check
youth and
of
experience.
USD 2,800. Men's doubles Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open 2017, part of MetLife BWF World Superseries Premier. Champions from Indonesia, Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya.
Unbeaten
Sukamuljo.
record in Super Series finals continues.
Champions will receive
Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. 6 out of 6.
and the mock check at USD
3 titles last year, 3 titles this year now. Including, of course, 2 of the 5 premier events. The All England and now here the Malaysia.
and the souvenir mascot of the home field from the Sarawak Sports Corporation.
Well, it's only men's doubles and women's singles where the Grand Slam winning all 5 premiers is still possible. It's only ever been achieved in women's doubles. And that was the first year of the Premier with Wang Xia Li and Yu Young. Now, they are very, very exciting to watch. Gideon and Sukamuljo. Well, as the players pose for the photographers with the dignitaries, what a week we've had here in Kuching.
Thank you, Mr. Anton Supawa
What a
and Yang
finals day
Berbahagia
we've
Dato'
had.
Alex Ong for giving away the prizes and
History
souvenirs
made
to
with
winners.
the women's doubles, first ever players from Japan to take a title. And it all started with mixed doubles and the world number ones Chen Siwei and Cheng Ching Chen reversing the result of the India Super Series last week, beating Lu Kai and Wang Yaxiong. Then in the women's singles, for me, it was the match of the day, an hour and 26 minutes of wonderful, wonderful badminton. And Tai Tzu Ying winning her second Malaysian Open title 4 years after her first, while contesting her third final here. For Carolina Marin, the world and Olympic champion, the wait for another Super Series title goes on. Her last one was 16 months ago. Then heartache for the home fans with Lee Chong-wei in his 13th final here at the Malaysian Open, losing out to Lin Dan. The first time that Lin Dan has won this Malaysian Open. Lee Chong-wei obviously unlucky 13, the 11-time former champion now. In the women's doubles, Fukushima and Hirota, a second consecutive Super Series tournament where we've had first-time winners of the women's doubles. And for a second consecutive Super Series tournament, it's been a new Japanese pair who have taken the title. Fukushima and Hirota in 3 games, an hour and 12 minutes against Wang Yaxiong and Tang Jinhua. And as we've just witnessed in the men's doubles, well, it wasn't to be a doubles-double for Cheng Siwei. The wait goes on for a second player, male player, to achieve that in Super Series history. But for Gideon and Sukamuljo, at the moment they seem unstoppable. 6 Super Series tournament finals, 6 titles, 3 of them this year, 3 consecutive titles. I can't wait for the next event. Next event, of course, is next week in Singapore. We will be back with all the action from quarter-final stage. That's Friday next week. But in the meantime, from all of us here in Kuching, especially from Steen Peterson and myself, Jill Clark, bye for now.